What's going on, my trainer club? Today we're going to check out, is it going to be worth to GoFest from home in Pokemon Go coming in July 2020. So welcome to the trainer club. Here we go. Welcome back, everybody. Let me know in the comments below, are you going or planning or even considering to do GoFest 2020 remotely from wherever you are in the world? So I am very excited about this, and today I'm going to go over some of the things that I've experienced being at GoFest, doing safari zones from home, and then we're going to combine the two, and I'm going to give you my best recommendation if it is going to be worth your resources, because it's going to probably cost some money. And is it going to be worth the investment to receive what you are going to get in the game? So as far as the GoFests, I have attended Chicago, the first one. I've actually attended all of the Chicago ones. And then last year, the one I did not attend was Dortmund, but I was fortunate enough to attend Yokohama. Big shout out to Reversal for encouraging me and helping me get to Yokohama. I was very, very excited about that. That was a lot of fun. And then this year, I have done all three of the safari zones from home. So I think I have a little bit of information to pull from. So today we're going to cover what I think is going to be coming, potential mythical Pokemon that you may be getting from this, because there typically is some type of reveal Pokemon that has come out, because at the last 3 years we've had Mew, then we've had Celebi, and we've had Jirachi come out. So all three of those guys have come out. So I'm excited to go over all of that information right now with you guys. But before we get into it, I just got some information from a couple friends of mine, and when I was living in Atlanta, we played with a Pokemon trainer named Andy. So Andy actually just passed away, so I would be very appreciative, similar to how we did it for Kayla when we had some information, if everybody would change their buddy over and say RIP Andy to either a Cacnea or a Cacturne, since that was his favorite Pokemon. So if you do or are friends with me in the game, you will see me majority of the time having that as my buddy, regardless of me doing the other stuff as well, because I'm obviously going to rank my buddies up, but I will be paying tribute, rest in peace, to Andy. So I really appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for being a part of my journey to get here, and I hope that everybody, all your friends and family and everybody else, sees you looking down on them and shining bright with that big smile of yours. So I know that was a little heavy, but now we got to transition into some Pokemon Go information. When does this take place? It is going to take place from July 25th to 26th. It is going to be a weekend, and you can participate in both days. The one thing that I'm also going to note is typically it goes from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.-ish in that time frame, but since it is a play from home and there have not been times specified, I wouldn't be surprised if it maybe goes from 10 to 10 and then resets the next day. So now we're gonna get into everything that I think is coming and why I would recommend you guys go after GoFest from home in 2020. So I thought I was gonna start with the pros and the cons. However, I don't really see too many cons here, so I'm just gonna go over with why I think it would be in your best interest to do this. So interest number one, because we have a ton of spawn rates. So as far as the safari zones from home, if none of you guys played, there's gonna be spawns from the incense, which lasted the entire 8-hour duration of the event, spawning every 30 seconds. So if you are playing from home and you cannot leave, you're getting spawns every 30 seconds. It's almost like hard to keep up with that much spawns, and that's just from your incense alone. So the shiny rates are relative to the community days. So of the past two, if you guys do want to check them out, I will put them in the pinned comments below, that there are crazy amounts of shiny spawns, right? The Pokemon are coming, and then there's also going to be some type of typically regional Pokemon exclusive that is spawning. We've seen the Chatot, we've seen Alolan spawns, we've seen a bunch of really cool spawns. We saw Lunatone go global for the last one. We've also seen Mr. Mime with the shiny potential go global as well. So there are going to be amazing spawns out there. So if you guys really love Community Day and you haven't participated in a GoFest, imagine all of these spawns being different type of biomes is typically how they do it. They'll do like a water, a fire, grass, ice, whatever that biome is, and then those type of Pokemon will spawn. So whatever shiny potentials that are there are going to have increased shiny rates. So as far as the shinies go, that is like my catch-all. It's like, okay, if I missed a Ponyta, hopefully at one of the GoFest they'll have a fire habitat and I'll be able to make up for one of the shinies that I've missed throughout the year. So it's a great time to catch all and make up for the shinies that you haven't gotten this year, and that is going to be my recommendation as far as number one. And then on to pro number two. So as far as pro number two, in the last last Safari Zones from Home, we've had special research. This research has granted us a guaranteed shiny for each of the event-specific research Pokemon. So we've had shiny Chinchou, we've had shiny Voltorb, and shiny Teddy all come from research guaranteed with a shiny. So since we are playing from home, we may be able to expect something like this. But more importantly, like I mentioned in tip number 1, the research is probably going to be around some type of mythical Pokemon. So we've had Mew, like I said, we've had Celebi, we've had Jirachi. So coming up, the next generation mythicals would be Fione in generation 4, and then we also have Shaymin. So both of those have potential that if you are participating and you do get the research incorporated with the Go Fest from home, you could potentially have this, which then is gonna lead me to my pro number 3. So pro number 3 is going to be the amazing rare Pokemon that we are going to get, because in Yokohama and Go Fest last year, and some of them this year, they have integrated Alolan spawns that have not been there. We have not seen baby come out in the wild spawns yet, which would be absolutely amazing. However, one cool thing is that there are some other Alolan Pokemon that we have not seen spawn in the wild, including the Grimer. So potentially, at some point, Alolan Grimer could be spawning in the wild, and if it is going to be at Go Fest from home, you are not going to want to miss it. Which is going to bring me to my pro number 4. My pro number 4 is going to be potentially the ability to integrate raiding from home. So the reason why Go Fest number 1 failed, and I don't consider it a fail because I thought it was an amazing event, honestly, being there with exactly how it went down because of all of how everything went down. We now have raid systems, and since the Go Fest is going to be from home and trainers can participate from everywhere, we have the potential to have not only these spawns, but a raid event, which they have kind of been signifying they may be working towards with the City Explorer Pass. So guys, I mean, like, having a raid exclusive event along with the Go Fest spawns would be absolutely bananas and amazing, and I would have such a blast doing it, which may also integrate, which we will cover in a little bit, the things that may be incorporated, which are going to be potentially remote raid invites to play with your friends, which is then going to lead me to my pro number 5. Pro number 5 is kind of a con as well. It's going to cost money. What do typical Go Fests cost and what do they run for? Typically, the fests run for about $20 to $30. In my opinion, that is not very much money, and you do not have, as another pro, the travel that would typically be associated with going to a Go Fest, like airplane, like place, like rental cars, like food. You are at your home and being able to play, and we now have 2 days to play, which has never been done before, which means this is going to be absolutely insane. So I think personally, and I have no affiliation with Niantic, if you guys think I'm here to lobby you guys for a purpose or a cause, it's not, because it is really that much fun. The research is amazing and everything like that. So I really think that this is going to be an amazing time for all of us to play. And for all of those players, maybe remote players or whoever that do not have the ability to travel, this is gonna be amazing for you guys as well. Which then is gonna lead me to 3 tips that are gonna be like, what do you need if you want to start stocking up? Because for playing for 2 days, it's going to be crazy. We're gonna need a ton of Pokeballs. We're gonna need a lot of bag space to be able to incorporate that, because catching that many Pokemon, you do not want to like take a break and go ahead and appraise all those Pokemon. You just want to go and keep catching. And then also, hypothetically, we're gonna need some raid passes. So there are 3 features that I think that are going to be integrated, which I've already covered one. Number 1 is going to be remote raid invites. I think that is going to be something that is going to pop off and be introduced for this, which may be incorporated while there's going to be downtime coming on June 1st in the game. Number 2, I think you're going to have the ability to see which friends are online, which is going to be incorporated to remote raiding. And then number 3, if remote raiding goes as planned, or maybe they're going to introduce it to test, I think that at some point we may be able to do remote trading as well, maybe just for the event ticket holders. Because trading is such a big part of the Go Fest, I could see that happening, because typically you get 5 special trades during that Go Fest time whenever you are playing. So guys, if that isn't enough, I don't know what else to tell you guys. I hope you guys consider this and take this to your best of your advantage and potentially use this time to max out for a cheap price, in my opinion. And these are all hypothesizes. I think that it's not going to be too much money, and I hope you guys take advantage of it as well. So thank you to all my likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members. Everybody takes their support, subscription, and participation to the next level. I'm going to see you guys out on the next video. Peace! I just want to take a moment and sincerely thank all of my Patreon members, everybody that has taken their subscription to the next level and chosen to support me on this platform. I greatly appreciate you guys. As a growing channel and really trying to grow and improve as much as I possibly can, I really appreciate the extra support. You guys mean the absolute world to me. I cannot wait to connect with you soon, and I appreciate you guys all for being a part of the Trainer Club. I will see you guys out on that next video.